Hello knockouts, Tonya TKO here, and I'm just getting back in from Balagon. It is now 8 p.m. I got stuck out there because there was no wireless service, like there was no cell phone service, so I could not call an Uber. The taxis didn't want to come back out to Victoria Island because there was a lot of traffic getting back. The traffic was just absolutely ridiculous. It took, for an 8-minute drive, it took the Uber driver maybe 30 or 40 minutes to even get to me. Things were hectic at Balagon. I could not film. First of all, when we got to Tiambi Square, I'm not sure the name of the square, please. When we got there, and the girl was like, "Oh, let me take a video of this building," and there was this guy that's hovering over her that was like, "You're gonna get your phone snatched," and I was like, "She ain't getting my phone snatched." So I went and I took my phone and I guardala inside of my purse, and it was just hectic. There was a lot of people selling wares, a lot of people trying to, and so whenever you're in a congested space like that with a lot of people moving in and out and people you don't know and this, that, and the other, and hustling and stuff, it's a recipe for any number of things. So I really didn't get a chance to film in Balagon, but just imagine street fairs. You know how they have the people in New York who have the things set up on the sidewalk? Just imagine thousands with people traversing through the streets. I mean, look at me. I started out all fresh this morning, and then this is how I look. I have a Bart Simpson flat top. This is the look you all said you love so much. So now look. So nonetheless, so just imagine Fordham Road, Times Square, and the stock exchange all mixed into one in an African market where people are selling. Oh my God, I wish I could have taken my camera out. People were selling meat. Just meat. Dead animal carcass, cut up. Flies were on it. It was out in the hot sun. There was dried up fish that was turned around biting its tail. I really wish that I could have gotten some footage of this for you, but it just wasn't safe. We got to the fabric place and I found the pieces of fabric that I fell in love with. I was waiting for some fabric to call out to me. And there were a few different pieces that called out to me. So I'm going to show them to you and talk about my story as we go along. All right. So in Balagon, I was looking for some sandals to be able... The lights are about to go out again. Like the electricity's been tinkering in and out. If it goes out, don't worry, it'll be right back on. And so look, that'll be the Lagos lesson that you all have been looking for, right? So that you can see how it goes down in Lagos. I don't think the power's back on because there's like all of the lights don't... Oh, I'm sorry, I just ripped this bag. I'm sorry. So wait till you see my fabric. Wait till you see it. All right, so I'm making a dress that's going to have it's going to be a two-piece. It's just going to be a shirt with a peplum and then a skirt with a little fishtail down at the bottom. So it's going to be, one is going to be black and one is going to be white. So I got some really nice, it feels like Egyptian cotton, some really nice cotton that stretches. So it's really beautiful. This one is black. We got 4 yards of that. And then we also got this really nice 4 yards of this white fabric. It's just really beautiful, really soft, silky. Look how thick it is. And it stretches. So, that's what I need to get. See, I'm telling you, the lights. This is Lagos. All right. And then, so this fabric right here, it wouldn't let me leave the store. It was like this eye right there. This, you know how you go to Turkey, and they have the eye. This eye was just looking at me like, take me home. You can wrap your hair with me. You can get a whole outfit with me. And I was like, see, it's tinkering off again. And I was like, okay, I'll take you. So this was sold by the 6 yards. This was 4,000 Naira for 6 yards. And to me, that was a little expensive, but the fabric feels nice. Like they had 1,000 Naira fabric, but it wasn't really that nice. This fabric right here was 1,000 Naira per yard, and it's 60 inches long. I don't know why I went and got, so she told me to get enough, like she told me to get 4 yards, but I don't think I'm gonna need 4 yards. So hopefully she'll buy some from me before I go, because I need to travel light. I don't want to carry all of this stuff. This one right here called out to me. It was just like, Tonya, you love me, don't you? And I was like, I do love you, be mine. And I actually went back to get this one because I wasn't originally going to get this one. So I really don't have clothes that I can make these two with. Those can be outfits in and of themselves. Here, this is called Ankara, and people love their Ankara fabric here. They are not ashamed of it at all, proudly African. So I'm excited by that. I'm excited. So this right here was a fabric that hollered out to me. It was like, hey, shorty, baby, I got your money, don't you worry, baby. And I was like, okay, baby, I'll take you. So here. So this is going to be the middle of the pattern on my skirt, and this is going to be the trimming for my peplum. So this is the pattern right there. I just saw it and it just reminded me of a mighty peacock, and I was like, oh, I'm a pink peacock in the motherland. So I was like, you know, this would be really pretty. And so I was like, let me get that. And then the one that I got for the black fabric is this one. I don't know why, this just hollered dashiki, baby, dashiki. This is another one. This is another one that was like, what is it? Is it the Phoenix? This one just reminded me of just, I don't know, I felt like, when I saw this, I just thought of just ruffles, pande bam bam, just ruffles, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And I was like, you know what, I really love this. So all of these that I'm showing you are 4,000 Naira for the 6-yard pack. So I bought a whole pack, which is 6 yards in bulk, and it's $4,000 for the whole thing. You can calculate how much that is in US, but I figured it was worth it. It's really nice quality. It feels really nice. It feels really strong. Like the ones for 1,000 were very thin, and it just wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't. So I got the fabric. I'm excited about the fabric. I'm excited about the outfit that I'm going to have made. I've never gotten an outfit tailored before, but because we are in the pre-Christmas season right now, all of the designers are all backed up because everybody gets clothes made. Just ignore the lights flickering on and off. We all do. I mean, look, there are people, oh look, they got me a new refrigerator. They got a big one. See it? They got a new refrigerator for me. They were setting it up. While they were setting it up, the lights went out. Nobody missed a beat. They were just like, continue, because then it comes back. Just like how you see it flicking on and off, it comes back. So these are the fabrics that I got. They're really beautiful. One thing that made me sad is that I was told that the fabrics are made in China, and that China has beat out the African market, and that China's beat out the African market, and that all of the African fabrics that you're finding all around the world now are made in China. And I'm just like, come on. I was talking to the guy at the shop. I was like, you know, Africa, it's time for Africa to rise. And it's like everybody's in a different space emotionally and mentally. And he was like, oh, Africa's not going to rise. We're on the way down and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, you know, we have got to have some motherland pride. We've got to something. But listen, I know I look haggard. I look haggard. I look like I have been in an MMA fight. I'm going to go take a shower and get ready and everything. It might be time for me to do my roots. Listen, you know what? And I'll give you once. Oh, so I was saying that listen, I worked out a deal. I worked out a deal. In order to be able to get the outfit done quicker, I may participate in some of the sewing myself, just to be able to move it along, because the designers here have so many orders and there's so much going on. So I told her, look, if you cut it, I'll sew it, you know. So we'll collaborate on that, and if we do that, that'll be part 2, and then I'll go and I'll show you the video. But today in Balagon, it was crazy. Like, so I went with the seamstress. She met up with her cousin, and there was so many people. They were so crowded, and this guy had like these belts that he was like trying to get the girl to buy. Men were touching people's. It was so interesting. And then the girl, she got into an argument with the guy with the belts. She was like, "There's not enough space." And then the guy was like, please, ma'am, with the belts, right? All up in her face. So imagine that these are belts. And he's like, please, ma'am, like whole bunch of stack of belts. He's like, please, ma'am. And she was like, I think he bumped into her something, and she pushed the man, and then it turned into an argument. And one thing that I really liked is that everybody converged to squash it. In America, people are converging, trying to get some damn footage for World Star. So people converged, people swooped in to protect her, you know, and kind of settle and squash it, and, you know, push them apart and let them go do their own thing, you know, let them go their separate ways. But never once did I see him reel back to like, none of that. He was just like, oh, why are you pushing me, this, that, and the other. And then they started arguing. I was like, thank goodness that wasn't me, because from the moment they heard my American accent, might have been some problems once they learned I was not their countrywoman. You never know. You never really know. So nonetheless, so that was my day. Tell me what you think about my fabrics. Which one of these would you rock? Which one of these would you rock? And do you know whether or not there's a way to find African fabrics made in Africa? How are you going to have African fabrics that's made in damn China? Is Africa making any Chinese stuff? This is what I'm saying. We have got to corner some market, do it well, and corner the market. I can imagine these will look beautiful on me. Just wait until I'm looking good again. You know, I'm looking haggard. But these colors are gonna look so nice on me, because it has like the little plaid kind of thing. So it's like, it's corporate, it's avant-garde, it's African, it's everything. So you can have all of that. And then this, oh, sorry, I didn't want to show any labels in here, because I'm not promoting any particular brand, especially if they're made in China. But this just reminds me, doesn't this remind you of like the phoenix, something, I think it's the phoenix bird with like the long tail feathers, the fiery tail feathers. And you know, after my year from 2016 till now, rising from the ashes, that is me. That's me, the phoenix, rising from the ashes, here again. And I got some excitement. Who is it? Come in. What's up? What is this? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Ebuka. Thank you. All right. That was the guy. So the people here are so nice. You know, but one thing I do realize, right, and this is one of the things that I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna jump out the video. So basically, he brought me a note because I asked him how to spell Balagon, so I could do it for this video. And his name is Ebuka, which is his English name is Victory. So people here have 4 names. They have their tribe name, their Christian name. I think that's also the baptism name, and then they have like the family name, and then they have like some other names. So people have like 4 names here. But nonetheless, he's really nice, and he helped me get my shoes, my taps done yesterday. So I brought these shoes out here, and one of my taps came off, and he helped me replace it. It was like 300 Naira to replace one of these, and I was just like, wow, you know, he's so nice, he's so nice. And, you know, I gave him a nice tip and stuff, and I thought about this in America, right? Because you know how like Caucasian people are like, oh, some of my best friends are black, right? And it dawned on me while I was here that when there is a huge economic difference between you and another person, and another person's survival depends on your whatever the case may be, you're not really friends. You're not really friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like, First of all, I don't know how to put it. If you understand what it is that I'm saying, please elaborate in the comments what you're understanding me to say. But I can't even, let me see if I can try to put this in better words so that we can jump out of this video right after. But it's like, if you have fear or trepidation of another person, you're not friends. You know, if you are dependent on another person, if you have two completely different, I don't even know how to put it, but so what I was thinking is, I was like, you know what, these people are really nice, but one, they're still working. Two, there's a conflict that exists where if a person benefits from your lowered station and they are not actively working to even that field, that person is not your friend. Caucasians in America who sit idly by and are like, oh, some of my best friends are black, but their white asses are not out there protesting at all of the shootings. Their white asses are not in the damn ghetto trying to get better schooling and materials, and their white asses are not there ensuring that when somebody sees a quote-unquote ethnic name on a resume that they don't discriminate against. If their white ass is not out there constantly pushing for legislation to even the playing field, and they benefit from the station of your lowered status, that's not your friend. That's not your friend. You know, and I'm not saying, listen, I do benefit from the economy of Nigeria. I benefit from, cause so like he washes my dishes daily and I tip him, right? I'm appreciative, but yet he's working for tips, you know? And black people collecting the crumbs of Caucasians in our country, that's not friendship. That's not friendship. You know what I mean? Because if you had to ask yourself, okay, would this person be doing this? Would this person be in my life if the economy was... All right, so you see, listen, I knew it was going to go out. We all knew that. We knew that. So listen, on that note, we might as well just end the video. That just got, okay, here we're back. Oh, listen. Listen. All right. Tell me if you know what I'm saying below. Let me know if you've ever been to Balagon. Tell me what you think about the stuff that we've talked about today. I wish that I could have gotten you footage, but the most interesting things to see today were also dangerous. Even the security guard, who, did I tell you a security guard waited with me until, he walked with me until we got to like this industrial-ish kind of area. So we were trying to take a KK, trying to get the KK to go to Victoria Island. The KKs didn't want to go. We tried to get a taxi to go. The taxi quadrupled their fare because they're like, traffic is so bad, I could drop you there, but then I'd have to drive back. And then he walked with me until we got to like this industrial-ish kind of area. And then mobile signals were working again. So I called the Uber. It was supposed to be an 8-minute wait, turned into a 15-minute wait, turned into a 45-minute wait. It got dark, and the security guy, even though he was nice, I know he was still working. Like he even tried to throw a little, oh, my wife died, my kids are grown, oh, I'm living on my pension kind of thing. And so I was like, you know, so I tipped him. So it's like, yeah, you know, yeah. If all was even, would he have done that for me? If all was even, would Mexicans be doing the jobs that they're doing? If all was even, would black people be in the station that they are in life? So if there are people who benefit from the inequity, open up your eyes. That's not your friend. If that person is not, and then there's a saying that says to the privileged, equality seems like a loss. Because yes, you have to lose something in order for everybody to be equal. Because if a person has a 500-year head start, you know what? I just wanted to show you my fabric. Look at my beautiful fabrics. We'll do a part 2 about the making of the dress and everything. Tonya TKO. This is day 9 and I am out. Peace. Oh, I remember the last thing I wanted to add. Inside of the shop, the guy told me that that day alone he had heard from 4 different women that their purses had been sliced. So like as you're walking through the crowd, you know, there's a lot of people walking around you, and someone takes a shank, a box cutter, slices your purse, just reaches inside, you know, bump, 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 reach inside, take what, and go, you know. So just be alert. That's right, why I don't have any footage, because I was just hyper vigilant and determined on getting out of there. I don't want to say in one piece, but getting out with what I came in with. You know what I'm saying? All right. Make sure that you turn on the notifications. Make sure that you're subscribed. Then make sure that you leave your comment below. It matters for the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hello, knockouts. Tonya TKO here. I can't do